This whole issue began when Nexstar, the largest operator of ABC stations, said it was pulling Kimmel's show, defending its position on the grounds that Kimmel had made, quote, offensive and insensitive remarks at a critical time in our national political discourse, end quote. Following that move, Disney quickly followed up by indefinitely pulling the plug on the show from its stations. Well, at first glance, it appears that Kimmel may lack the ability to fight his First Amendment rights in court because, with rare exception, the First Amendment protects against actions by the government. The state action doctrine generally means that private entities such as Nexstar and ABC cannot violate another's First Amendment rights. But the context, the significance of this situation, very complex. Joining us now to drill down on the constitutionality in this case is First Amendment attorney Jeff Lewis out of Los Angeles. Thank you, Jeff, for joining us this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
How do you interpret this?
Well, you stated the rule exactly right, that Jimmy Kimmel doesn't have any First Amendment rights or free speech rights in the context of his show being suspended. But when you add in the context of the statements made by the president and the FCC chairman before and after the suspension, it adds a constitutional and First Amendment dimension to the suspension.
So you're referring to the FCC chairman's words that, in quote, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Does that constitute a government official coercing a private party to punish or suppress disfavored speech?
That's the question a court would be asked to resolve. Was he just musing about that's how it should be, or was he announcing a new policy shift in how the FCC would try to enforce its regulatory powers against stations?
If Kimmel decides to sue, would he likely face complicated procedural hurdles? If so, tell us about that.
Yeah, there are quite a few hurdles with respect to his employer, ABC. ABC's got free speech rights to put on the air what it wants to put on, and it can't be sued for its decisions not to broadcast. So I think any lawsuit against ABC is dead in the water. And lawsuits against the government are tricky because there are intense factual questions about why ABC decided to make that decision. Did ABC already have it in the cards to terminate the show, or was it in response to the regulatory pressure from those FCC words?
And when we talk about what a government can and cannot do, free speech, the First Amendment, would a late-night talk show host be able to say anything? Are there barriers? How is that legally?
You know, context is king here. You know, you expect from a news show like this to get the straight news. More leeway is given in late night shows known for comedy, to have opinion, to be able to stretch the truth, to use exaggeration. And so in that context, Jimmy Kimmel had the right to say what he was saying.
First Amendment attorney Jeff Lewis, we always appreciate you coming and giving us the legal facts around these situations. We certainly will be following this in the weeks and months ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.